today inside the program Good Morning Salon. We will look at public concern and also get an insight into the function and operation of the judiciary of Salon. And earlier we don't introduce we studio guest them. We will get Abdul Fatoma, the Chief Executive Campaign for Human Rights and Development International. We always don't get concerned and always the talk continue them with the border human rights as law, justice. Now one we get for with human rights issues. Good morning again and welcome to the program, Fatoma.
Good morning, Musa.
And also we get Moses Kamara, Public Relations Officer, Judiciary of Sierra Leone. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
And as you get from from introduction, the judiciary of Salon gets big role for play for give or dispense justice in the country, and public gets concerns them, but within the happen na the judiciary. More insight into within the happen and the work of the judiciary. Later we look at the one concern we video come on we say people the Chief Justice in office and make some statements in way civil society and the public get concerned about. But before we come to that, give you an insight into within the happen at the judiciary in terms of dispensing justice.
Thank you and good morning to everybody. We want to say the judiciary will work in accordance with the law. Obviously, most of the mandates and activities of the judiciary is recorded in Section 120 of the Constitution. More especially if you look at Section 120, subsection 1 and 2, they talk about with power for ensuring we deal with civil and criminal cases and cases referred to us by Parliament. And we also look about how the judiciary is subjected to the Constitution, and to precise, the Constitution is subjected to the people of this country, so we are subjected to the people of this country. Over and above, the judiciary they do extremely well over the years. Like for the just concluded year, we make marked improvement. We ensure we introduce the Justice of the Peace Court with the help we greatly for address more than 60% of the cases then we can at the magisterial court, and that's also the ensure expeditious trial, which is one of our core values. And we also do the prison court, wherein we ensure that we review the activities of magistrate, the Honorable Chief Justice and 8 judges them for ensuring we decongest various correctional prisons then at the center, and that was very successful because we able to get a total of 1,853 inmates then when they appear before the judges then they for review, and we able to release over 577, and we also grant bill to 77, so we able to decongest the various correctional centers and at the prison. Also, we get several trainings then with the Empire Effective Delivery of Justice. We get one on the judiciary management of the judiciary. We get the one for the Justice of the Peace then, and we also get several programs then where we don't undertake. One with UNDP on child trafficking, and we don't do extremely well. And as a result of it, we get a very successful 2023-2024 judicial year.
So the last year, Australia, inside July, you talk about challenges about judges and magistrates where, according to you, they're not enough for dispense their responsibility. And at the end, some of them challenge whose area on a day for ensure say these challenges on don't they close the gap.
We not say we get challenges then when we take into consideration the amount of judges that we get currently. Like we did tell you, about 3 or 4 don't retire, then we get one will be die, and basically we get challenge on that. But notwithstanding, we ensure we get certain judges that we talk to say you have to cover, like for instance Justice Abubakar Sano within Abo in the cover for Wikenima, and also Moyamba in the cover Pujon as well. We get other judges then like Justice Sharif as well with the cover Kotloko, and also he moved to Kabbalah. We get Justice Bao in the cover Makeni and Mabuka. So we try for ensure despite we are challenged on the issues there, so but we do things in place for ensure we able to deliver justice at all levels.
How much judges the country get now?
Currently we get 35. We get few we don't retire, like as I tell
No,
you.
they are within the inactive service.
We
Then
get-
how you can disaggregate
we-
into the different courts, the High Court,
No.
Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, and other one there.
No, yes. In the Supreme Court, we also get we get 7 currently, because the then Chief Justice is not is no longer presiding. So at all level, we get challenges. In the Court of Appeal, we get 2-way retire. We get Justice Musu don't retire and Justice Tilo Kamara also don't retire. At the High Court, we get 1-way die. So we get challenges then. Despite that, with expansion also, the show say we need more judges and magistrates.
So the last time you give out explicit figures on judges and magistrates, and according to you, we say at that time 41 judges and 34 magistrates. But now you tell we say there has been a breakdown. Is it that out of the 41 judges, we don't get 6 will retire, or what really don't happen?
Yes, we get judges, then we don't retire.
Okay.
Most of the they talk now retire, then retire, because the provision of the Constitution, when you are 65 years by law, you for retire, except if they can with you on contract.
Anybody don't replace them figure, because already, even though them people are in existence, I mean, it clear say the province is still like a challenge.
No,
for
we
letting
not
the
get
justice system.
replacement. It we dey wait for a concurrence for ensure say government give the go ahead for employ, and we move on that.
On which basis the courts or the judiciary they assign case to justice them? Because as you say, the judges them not plenty, but most time some judges in the area about them hardly assigned to cases.
No, I don't understand what you mean. As we
In
talk,
most cases, you
Uh-huh.
get judges when cases they come up. Now they name no more the area. Some judges them like as if they're not even in the system. How would they
So-
assign cases them?
okay, let me talk how cases are assigned, because which they talk say some judges whether they agree or not, it all depends on what you think. You understand? Maybe something a media news you they use for access or what. But let me just tell you one thing: when cases then come in, they have gone through the due process with them for go, and then appear before the desk of the Honorable Chief Justice, and get a list of all the judges then. You understand? If in take this first file in the assign them to this judge, in take the other file, we don't assign all to 111, then in the come back, in can start number 2, take go down, number 3, take go down. So what we they say now also is that when they say whenever like when we start, when we just get this criminal session, all of the cases then we come, they are assigned to every judge. Every judge gets equivalent cases them.
Moses, you dey talk about say perhaps now the media go take for judge how they assign cases them. Then cases of public concern where public they pay key interest to, it dey very frequent them there like justice officials them. You no need for them at the media for no say it get more cases than for handle in terms of public. Not for instance they pick on anybody.
I think
Just an example.
We are saying what I'm saying here. We are talking about the present situation. Say cases are assigned currently to every judge and magistrate on equal basis. You understand? I don't tell you the process. We have a list of judges. One, we give number 1, number 2, number 3. When we reach to the last person, then the Chief Justice, they start all over again for G. So as I tell you, every judge gets equal dockets of cases then.
So you are saying anyway the judiciary not ever be partial to certain judge based on maybe them belonging of certain religion or tribe?
No, we know they take that into consideration, and in fact it is against our core values, and it is against international best practice for let you say you're partial to a judge or whatsoever. We need a practice that we not get issue of tribe na the judiciary, we not get religion, we get judicial officers, and we are all treated as the same.
Okay, well that's now Moses Kamara, in the public relations officer na the Salon Judiciary. We don't give updates so far on different things. We don't happen other sector. The over to the other studio guest Abdul Fatoma, Chief Executive Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Chadi. You just listen to somebody we come on at the Salon Judiciary and you don't hear we talk about things them. And you know one person we don't they follow and make objection and call to order the Salon Judiciary anytime they go out of the way. So far, which you will say align with the things them improvements or changes where the public relations officer just mention a line with the Saloon Judiciary?
Well, like you try for a reminder of in previous figure and the current figure, where discrepancies been there, and that clearly shows. And they openly admit about the challenges where people then they go through in this country in getting access to justice based on an update. It also tell we say, you know, one judge they cover 2 districts, and that not only happen in one particular region of this country. So meaning we people of this country, they still get challenges when it comes to getting access to justice, and this is now one of the fundamental rights of citizens and the fundamental principle of democracy. So if we then a democratic country as Sierra Leone, a constitutional republic, people need for enjoy them fundamental right there without any hindrance or without any hiccups. Going back to the other things then where he say that the judiciary, they treat judges very fairly and also staff them. I want to disagree with them based on even the recent video within at the public and the utterances of a particular judge or judge in supporting, saying we are in the overwhelming majority. We are in the majority. Then the other one supports say we are in the overwhelming majority. So if a united and fairly treated workplace policy they go on, a few of 98 no go just enough say we they in the majority, and the other answer we they in the overwhelming.
So in that particular situation, we're not the concern of Chad exactly.
What we concern is that I mean, based on we conversation with staff them, both junior staffs and senior staff at the judiciary, I mean, there's a very huge division.
Now they bring the concern to owner.
Huh?
The concern come out from the staff.
I mean, we they engage members of the public, both public officials and civil servants in this country. We always want to get a concern about how fairly citizens are treated.
Abdul Fatoma, saying we are in majority or in overwhelming majority,
yeah.
It can put her into context, because perhaps that argument good day from maybe from football or from something else. In this situation, what have been the context of them saying we are in majority?
Okay, I don't know if you don't listen to the video.
For the
for the public, for the people that will not listen, then maybe if for the privilege of them, but let them go get. It will be good back. We play that video there, get them, but they'll go play them. But waiting, these are a group of judges. Them we been there together Sunday evening, and after we they don't drink alcohol, and then they still continue for drink alcohol. Now the chamber of the Chief Justice, then they give comment or remark or statement, and one party say we are in the majority, and the other one say we are in the overwhelming majority, and others then they refuse for land, right? They go further again and say others then they refuse for land. And that clearly tells you, say, there's a division.
Any point a day? Any point a day?
Point a day, like you make a very good question on the allocation of cases, like Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, for example. We file a judicial review case, administrative judicial review matter. Since April to this October, while they talk to you, we not get any direction or directive as to what next. What's the next step for matter? From April, we know say judicial recess then they, but we still get other cases, and then we can get vacation judges and we sit down. But important case like that as well, where they between a civil society organization and the state, because we ask for a judicial review for the action of the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, then behavior towards the University of Sierra Leone court. So that matter they did. Several other cases and they were still pending from where people then file the matter, we get the list, where they not do assign it.
So Abdul Fatoma, this whole situation about this video they go around outside, some judge them they get a guardian and the Chief Justice in office. What's really wrong, the utterances or the drinking of alcohol or the guardian?
The utterance is wrong. Maybe send a divisive message, that's why it's wrong. And the alcohol consumption is wrong under the Civil Service Code. The judiciary, they part of the public service. But however, unfortunately, sadly, as a country, we not get public service code. So all government employees, everybody where they get paid from government, once a government employ you terms and conditions and services now inside the public service code the benefit, then how then they look at you benefit, how then they address the thing and either it be public servant or civil servant. Let's just read
Before you read,
particular side in the public service code.
Quick clarification.
Yes,
you said that they drink rum,
yes,
but from that video where you see, you can identify rum or we are just drinking wine or soft drink.
Okay. No, no say you know they drink rum. The one way they drink rum, no say wine get alcohol. And alcohol and rum.
We get some non-alcohol wine.
Well, get alcohol. You even see from that video, you see another judge, a senior judge, hold a beer pint. Then you see another judge make a statement say, for jam Maltina and Campari na tiwe hatu. And Campari na alcohol.
So in all of this, Fatoma.
So I mean, everything very explicit. So inside the chamber of the Chief Justice of this country, a group of judges which will live up to ethical standards, lower the standards for consume alcohol. Now the Chief Justice in chamber.
Is that a crime?
So
is that a crime?
Yeah, it is against the code.
Who's part for listeners and viewers?
Okay, let's read that, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So now you get regulation 11.1. So resolution 7.1 I say unbecoming or improper behavior, including the use of any prohibited drugs in public or private place, or consumption of intoxicating liquid, beer or wine to excess at any time or in any place in a manner or circumstances likely to bring the civil service or any part thereof into disrepute, disrespect or disrepute. So the Civil Service Code, it clearly apply to all government place. We mean a public place standing. So my own issue is, and even the thing where then they say them been get aside, so now it make them go drink. Aside now a criminal court system in England back in 1166. In 1255, in year 1255, before the Magna Carta, the British government now moved to that angle. Then back for fast track, back in 1972, the British government already abolished the aside, process and transit from the aside criminal process. They moved to the Crown Court for hold on criminal thing. So what will be the aside? When judges them, they enter from London to other part of England for go sit down on criminal matters them. The entry into them town then they get a procession for let them begin for sit with the jurors them.
Okay.
So traditionally, most countries the way go with England way of practice, the English common law. Some countries may adopt that. And some country, as England be done left that practice way back in 1972, some country then don't left. But in we own fashion now, we look at and say anytime they get a criminal session, immediately after that, the Chief Justice in chamber, because the justification from the judiciary say every year they can get that for decades. So immediately after that possession day, the next thing that for go sit down inside Chief Justice in chamber and consume alcohol. Because then say, according to them, every year they do that, and the only way that they're able for socialize.
Okay,
they on record to the public that the judiciary spokespeople then say that way I don't deal with them on radios.
We need for go for a break. And name na Abdul Fatoma NE, na the Chief Executive Campaign for Human Rights and Development International IDEA, and get a concern about a video where they go around where they show Osai some judge them. They na the Chief Justice in office, they do some merriment, and according to them, the kind of situation in the very unethical enough for the happen. Here we come over to we studio guest as we still get between the two gentlemen them na the studio. We don't talk on issues that we get for do with the Salon Judiciary. And over this time around they bring in Moses Camara, Public Relations Officer. Before we go for a break, you see Abdul Fatoma raised so many concerns, specifically on the video where they go around, where show a situation where some judge them, then are the Chief Justice in office, and they get some merriment, and also they do other things that way according to Abdul Fatoma that's not supposed for be. In line with that situation, the UK respond. I will not first of all reach in that stage. What really be lead to that for people in that kind of gathering?
Thank you. Like I say on this issue, I always say I need to respond to Fatoma, but I do educate the people, to the public, for ensure say some of the things then way some civil society then they do, then they misinform and deceive the people. And exactly that is what happened. Now let me just tell you one thing. Every year, which is a tradition, whether in give background to that or not, what we are saying, it has been a tradition, and we get our own way of celebrating a successful judicial year. Now, for this year, we consider it for be the most successful year because of the achievements that we make, as I'll be outlined. Judicial year, it was on Sunday. Now, at the start of every new judicial year, we get series of activities there. One, we get guard of honor. On the Friday, we go pray na mosque, and this time na central mosque we go. And after central mosque, we get the Christian service, wherein it was on Sunday, everybody turn up. First, we go for tell God thank you for a successful year. Then after which we get merry, we get party, where we organize always, you understand, invite people in. And this one was so unique that because so many people turn out, and even on the invitation, it was extended to even we wives then, or we husbands then, or other people that we close to we, you understand. So it is in that process we get where the judges and the invited guests and the family then we get side for lawyers then, we get various people that we come.
So the events or celebration at the judging office happen? Or
no, it was on the conference room.
Okay.
That is where always we get for highly placed dignitaries then. It has been just like that. I can understand where Fatoma de Como. You understand?
No, respond to the question, please.
No, wait me, please.
Mr. Fatoma, allow Moses respond to the question.
You understand? We get this program, everybody don't come, and we get the turnout. I'm glad the question when Musa asked, on which context, waiting in refer to as the majority. Now, majority of the judges then turn out. You understand? And say, we are in the majority, we really turn out, and as a result, we can speak, express appreciation to the CJ on behalf of everybody. You understand? That was the context. Not to a context of divisiveness, say we divide, no. So in really misunderstand the whole thing. And this video was not taken by any other person, it was taken by a judge. You understand? and posted in the judges forum, and a script attached to that video for say, His Lordship, the Chief Justice, we really appreciate the judiciary, the success that we don't make, you understand? And we really appreciate the gains that we have made.
So why you think, say, Mr. Fatoma gets issue with this? According to you, this is a celebration. It's normal. It's supposed to happen.
Well, it doesn't happen. It happen just like where SLBC go get Carnival 98, get Carnival other offices.
So why you say he gets issue with that?
Simply because I'm pretty sure and I'm certain he's on a paid up mission.
By whom?
I don't know.
That's an allegation.
He's on a paid up mission. That I can tell you. But let me just say this.
But you will prove what you just said, so Moses.
No, listen. Let me say this. I've made my statement. But let me say this thing. Mr. Fatoma don't they deceive the people them with quoting civil service code, you understand? And even when in read down the Judicial, it talks about excessive. And Judicial, and they tell me say, and get side outside judges then drunk, then touch them, then can them go out. And I don't challenge Fatoma. If he has that video, then post it. You understand? But let me tell you one thing. He not do research well, and you need to use something for covering. We are public servants. You hadn't made that statement. We are not civil servants. We are public servants. And he say, because it is unfortunate that the public servant will not get any code, and so therefore in his own thinking, which is totally wrong, that we forget we are covered by the Civil Service Code of Conduct. Now, I show Fatoma a document where you know ever preview forget because you're not doing research well. This is the Code of Conduct for Judicial Officer of the Republic of Sierra Leone. This is the Code of Conduct. So now at the camp, I just want to make something clear. Let me go to the general rules. You understand? In this conduct, the general rules. The general rules, they tell you, say, when a judicial staff, they perform in judicial duty, you understand? When a judicial staff, they perform in judicial duty. And when we talk about judicial duty, it's not about our social engagement. You understand? Wherein we feel say we've worked for the whole year, and we get that day wherein all staff from the provinces, judges from the provinces, they come Natong, we can get a celebration, we eat, we drink water, we drink something, we drink what do they drink, you understand? Then it say it is wrong.
But according to what are the difference with what you just read in the Civil Service Code where in state say we do not do unethical? What's the difference?
We are not on the civil service. We are not civil servants. It's a big difference, and it's not a mistake by law. It's not a mistake by ethics for say we are public servants. He must understand that. No. So it is wrong for let you reference a civil service code. You understand? So for a public servant, you heard them saying they are public servants, but we not get any public servant code as AC. No. You understand?
So Moses, yes. You say, according to Fatoma, they meet at this office, they marry and drink rum. If that's the case, how you can defend that?
There is nothing wrong about it. He made a statement yesterday, and this is a statement we make. If you drink, you go sit down beyond motorcar for drive. It's wrong. And I said, yes. And what I said to him, if me drink as sit down and me host, and not do anything will go against established and ethical order, is that wrong? The obvious answer is no. No, please. The obvious answer is no. You understand? So, and where Fatoma for take this thing say, and they even allege say, judges them. They even propose some of them, they go. If he get that video, it would have been the video in the post. And yesterday, in time we say, in get them, they post them. And me the challenge and say, if only he get that thing, let him post it. But you see, nobody need a narrow with legitimate space. Nobody need a narrow with social space. We have this opportunity once in a year, and we have been doing it, you understand? And the purpose of taking that video, not to any mischievous acts like they do so now, you understand? Now for appreciate the work with each and everybody.
So in all of this situation, the drinking and celebration inside the CJ office, according to it's okay and normal?
No, it was not even inside the CJA office. It was in the conference room of the judiciary. The conference room of the judiciary. That was where that meeting was held. You understand? But notwithstanding that, we want to make it clear, see, just like any institution, who are judges, are they not human beings? We don't need to forget we own form of socialization. Anybody drink and say, oh, what's the way wrong? Anybody drink for them, then go into public drink. Institutions, and then they make end of year party.
Okay, Moses.
But if you need a maker for in your institution, then I think it's very, very
we need to go for a break. Continue for the with Dana Moses Camara, Public Relations Officer at the Salon Judiciary, as they respond to a particular concern which they get in line with a video where they go around, where they show where they celebrate. According to him, it's normal, as that's not part of the celebration for Sika, the judicial year.
We get Abdul Fatoma, we come out Chadi, and we look at the judiciary and public opinion for Sika recent activity we happen. Abdul Fatoma, are they open this question with a message we come up from person way to follow the program. He say, to me, Abdul Fatoma misunderstood the statements and he go ahead for interpreter as how in things say waiting happen. I say the conversation say, Mrs. Anita Brown, Mark, your husband has taught every one of us as to how the judiciary to be, as to how the judiciary is to be run. Every one of us, and another said, but some are still refusing to be taught. And the person continues saying, the fact is we are in the majority. Another still said, overwhelmingly majority. They say that is those of us who have accepted the leadership of and training of Justice Brown Mark, and we are in majority, unlike those who are refused to listen and learn from him. Say what is wrong with these statements, and Abdul Fatoma took it out of context. You agree with this person?
No, I don't agree with her. I don't agree with her. Now, in your explanation, that, as you say, rightly, yeah.
So in terms of Moses, according to I believe, say you did on a paid job for this, bringing out this issue. There's so many national issue we think say for don't pay attention to. What do you go say line with that?
It's sad, unfortunate, and it's so reckless from the judiciary for make a callous, reckless statement to the general public without any fact or proof. You know, I don't take issues in this country. You know, like if you look at the statistics, workers in this country.
Abdul Fatoma,
hold on.
Abdul Fatoma, I think say that what they add for we.
But you know, hard. I mean, 2 times they actually try for say that. I mean, but okay, because of this program, I'm not gonna say I'm again. Because now the 210 this and the studio.
Okay, you
so,
go ahead.
If I mean, what about making a baseless allegation
so
against the person?
You then at the studio, you go respond to them with civil words.
I mean,
we not get no issue with you responding.
Civil.
Okay, go ahead.
Civil. I mean, these are the 210 this. I mean, the last time I've also been there with technical education, you interject the same thing, and later on you talk and say, not for you, but the viewer does not complain. So let me just make progress. Yeah, if somebody make that, I mean, I don't do a lot of work for the people of this country, challenging government, not today, and even arrested and detained, not today, and without a pay. When we they defend people in this country, ask the people them way don't seek with service. They know they give anything, a single cent, we know they accept her. Single cent. So I don't even need really for go down to that, because it clearly shows when they're able for defend waiting there against them. So the next thing is that I can go into the mud and take the mud and try to people. But when we sign up for this work, I mean, these are some of the things that we face. So I'm okay with that with him. But let me just make something very clear here. It's they're not covered by the Civil Service Code. Listen. the Civil Service Code regulation 11.6 or something say the conditions of service outlined here under, except where so stated, does not. I mean, this might not be the one. Okay. In the case of employees, sorry, I just want to get the exact one. Okay. The conditions of services outlined here under, except where so stated, does not constitute a formal contract between government as an employer and its employees. So, like I say, within a country, we will not get public service code. The Civil Service Code so much embedded for all government employees. Now, even the judges, upon the advice of the Judicial, Service Commission, the president appoints, subject to approval, right? Who pays the judges? It's the government of Sierra Leone. They are the employee of the government of Sierra Leone. The benefit of them and then picking them is calculated inside the Civil Service Code, because as a country we will not get a separate, public service code. So now, it say me not do me research well in the with the judicial code, but also enable for read. Also exemption day for judges for take alcohol at the chambers. Hold on, Musa. Now the chambers of the Chief Justice for consume. Then again, now a disservice to a judiciary undermining democracy.
Okay.
Proactive disclosure in public interest documents like this, the public need for know, the judges them conduct. So now this document only common do with today and say so. I mean that's also lack of practice.
Abdul Fatoma, Moses don't clearly deny that this not happen at the Chief Justice in chamber. Now then Kanti and then you
not to the Kanti,
not to Kanti pass then your place.
Musa, listen, let me play the video. So, the conference room of the Chief Justice in chambers. The conference room of the Chief Justice in chambers. Now then this drinking happened, so, right? If you look at that video, you have seen at the wall the previous Chief Justice and photo they around.
So Fatoma,
because of them, they found way for just formalize this particular unethical behavior. Then they now try for even detach.
So Fatoma, is it that then people are not for celebrate? Because according to Moses, it describes this whole situation about a celebration.
Problem not there for me contention not to celebrate. If in 98.1 they make end of year party for staff them, the station manager for 98.1 in your table or in conference room, if you get conference room, now there alcohol consumption go take place. I mean, it's just unethical. But this
now is so they're not working hours according to Moses and stuff like that.
Moses to the country. Abdul Fatoma. Yes. Abdul Fatoma, we dey talk about legality or morality.
It's not ethical.
Is it ethics?
It's
about you are talking about ethics, but illegal.
It's not ethical for let them go sit down inside. Listen, when dignitaries and they even come for me to the Chief Justice of this country, who said them go sit down, they drink that rum. Now the very room down there.
But Fatoma, plenty ministries or agencies, departments can get same party in the offices then.
Inside
Why
the minister
is it
office?
Different?
Inside the minister office. If you are inside the minister office, I get that video at the poster. Even at the president or the speaker of parliament, if he go drink or a friend and colleagues and they go drink rum, where it is against the code that this country. At the poster.
So Fatoma, why you pick this issue? There's so many national issues with the of interest. Why this particular one?
We talk on several national issues.
No, this focus day on just the judicial sector.
No, I mean this no more the media pick and 9 people then get interesting, right? So, but if you go on my page, you dey see me on several other national issues. We talk on several national issues.
Muna already send una messages them on 077-981981, also on our Facebook page. And the first one they take from the Facebook from Michael Mansare. They say, "Good morning, Radio D. I want to ask Moses to help me highlight the successes in the judiciary that is reflecting on the ordinary man that what celebration anymore." Anyway, some people in public offices like, okay.
This other message inside the program, we myself go read. This person, they say if there's enough reason for them to be in that situation without misbehaving, I don't see anything wrong with that.
This one from Vandi Inyanga Kala on our Facebook page. They say, "With no disrespect, Mr. Fatoma, but choice of words to the judiciary is very unfortunate, disrespectful, and indecent," from a reputable lawyer.
This one on NGC, the story from Mark 10 and New England Village. According to the NGC Constitution, any action must be initiated by the parties committee, and as such, they should refer its findings to the NEC for ratification. But as we all know, NGC is already dead.
On the story we run on the Feed Salon, this one's 1 year into the Feed Salon flagship program of President Bio's government. What have citizens gained from its imported rice cost 970 plus, depending on the areas and the quality of the rice?
This other one from Gaspini, they say, "Fatoma, no mistake, get case na koto because they go send you in jail because the way they press on this case, if you like say you get some personal issue on it."
This one say from Abdul Rashid, now Abubakar Rashid, now Facebook page. "Mr. Fatoma, the man don't tell you say then public servants now them day outside the civil service, now judicial service them day, simple and clear."
Another message inside the program says, "Celebrating is not a problem. The only thing that should have been a problem is the aftermath if there was any form of misbehavior from the judges or those that were part of the celebration."
This one from Joseph Josiah, they say they are not saying they shouldn't drink, but not in the CJ's office.
Another message is saying, "Mr. Fatoma, Moses has made it clear that it was on a Sunday, which is not a working day or hour. For me, I don't think there's anything wrong according to how you are explaining it, except there is something else you are not making clear to the public."
So because of time, I'm Sapti on. Then I'm your last text message for today.
Okay, well, definitely, that will be the last one for me too, and we'll come to his studio guest. We'll start with you, Moses, for respond to the message, and we don't come in, please.
Yeah, and the public don't decide, and I think Mr. Fatoma is a loser on this
Respond
issue.
to the messages, please.
Basically, yeah, because we get affirmative messages then. One thing we also emphasize is that we are not, instead of don't agree, say we are not civil servants, we are public servants, and we own code. And also we get the condition of service for judges, which is an act of parliament, which is greater than anything in the reference. And they tell you, say, Judicial Fatoma, they try to forget the code of practice for judges. We are in not doing research well. So I want to encourage them. You see, because some of them public forum, they are so, your credibility, they are at stake. Which you don't lose now, it therefore take you so many times for build and more. Do thorough research before you come on
It's not focus on
yes, that is what I'm saying.
Respond to your question.
No, the text, we happy the text messages. It's very clear that we aim of public education that it was on Sunday. It's a normal program where they get in the fair party. It's our social life. You understand? And there was nothing wrong. And the public also affirm to that. And I also say, I strongly believe with evidence Fatoma is paid for this, and also the people then don't assert it.
You get evidence to that?
No, listen, there are various ways they assess somebody in conduct. Various ways.
That an opinion or you just get evidence?
Conduct. There are various ways. I tell you with evidence. I have evidence.
That they pay.
Then I also tell you, say, even from in conduct. Listen.
So you get evidence.
When he posts this thing, I personally call him first. You understand? Me and in talk. I personally call him. After which, I said, you know what? We will not respond. But we take an institutional approach for saying, no, we need to educate the people. And that is what we have been doing. We educate the people and for say, this is something we've done and we'll continue to do it. It was on Sunday. And we code of practice say, in the performance of with judicial duties. And that is where I want Fatoma to underline. With social life is not
Fatoma,
judicial duty.
Okay.
Go and understand what is judicial duty. If a judge drink, he go preside on a matter, it would have been an issue. On immoral grounds, if a judge drink go misbehave in public, it would have been an issue. But we are talking nothing like misbehavior. And at the challenge Fatoma for proof say he is not on a paid up work. At the challenger, if he gets any state, any sign where he say he gets a video wherein some of the judges propose them.
That statement, you know, make an
he gets a video. No, I'm telling you, he said he gets a video wherein even some of the judges there, they propose them.
Dana personally tell you?
Dana being personal.
No, he said it yesterday and he said it here.
Yeah. But you not talk on air. So we no go take them for
the issue, please.
So we are saying, Fatoma say he gets more videos. Let him produce them. But they categorically tell Fatoma say there is nothing wrong about it legally and there is nothing wrong about it morally.
Thank you.
And in the shift we post, let him look for other issues and for discourse. We've done so much in this year. We institute the JP's court. Fatoma not talk about that. We address expeditious trial in the judiciary. Fatoma not talk about that. We get sorting of judges with a stretch judges then for ensure say we meet justice even in remote places there. Fatoma not ever say, let me talk on the government, you understand, for let the judiciary get more judges. We also we give judgment when they talk about a case. We get a case of Unimark when a single student.
Another time for that, please.
Thank you very much, Moses. Thank you for that. Abdul Fatoma, he respond. We will not get better time again.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is I continue to make a baseless allegations against me personality that paid without evidence when I ask them is saying by conduct. You know when people they drown, they look for every kind of object for the rescue. So that exactly the attribute they display at this place. But within the public know that a group of judges go drink alcohol na the Chief Justice in chambers conference room. That happened. That night clearly the video show. If the judiciary say this is ethical, then this country for be worried that when people the way hold to high esteem display unethical issues and then they out there they justify the unethical thing for let people that accept her. I mean, it clearly tell you why we the struggle. We get judges the way for Sidona, Kono, Kabbalah for the past 10 months. They don't move kind of freedom. So access to justice is challenging.
Okay.
If the judiciary believe itself as a justice institution, the people of this country go and forget that evidence from them, who say I get paid. But if they're not able to produce that evidence, meaning the judiciary is an institution where they lie, an institution where not believe in truth, if they fail to provide that to the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Abdul Fatoma would end up the program. This one say good morning, Radio Democracy. My take on this matter is that Abdul Fatoma missed target and should apologize because the judiciary was merely holding a honest gathering.
I mean, drinking alcohol in the Chief Justice.
Honest error.
No, please.
Drinking alcohol in the Chief Justice office, Musa. If that person will text, we say, na a legitimate something. That's up to her.
Thank you.
But ethically, now other civilized countries, you know they go drink alcohol, na Chief Justice in office, openly and video.
Time is up, guys.
Thank you very much, Abdul Fatoma, for joining me in today's edition of the program. Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Chadi, and also Moses Kama from the Judiciary of Salon. Today we look at public opinion on the judiciary, especially one party within Olusai. According to Abdul Fatoma, they've been drinking rum and use statements them where they divide the judiciary. Plenty thank you, gentlemen, for joining me in today's edition of the program. Good morning, Salon.